Hard work,
Got to go and earn my pay.
hard work,
Put my boots on and lace them up.
hard work,
Got another day's of work.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Kestra, and I'm back with another awesome video for you guys. And today's video is going to be an update on what has happened since I've been back from ART basic training, and I just went to my unit for the first time this past weekend, so I can really give you some insight on how I feel, what my plans are, what my goals are, and where I see myself with the whole military. So my updated plans is I want to talk about why I will not be going back to college, because if you know me, I joined the National Guard for college. I didn't join for pretty much any other reason but college, and this is why I'm gonna when I really start taking my channel to the next level, giving people advice on the military. One of the major things I would say is you can join for college. That's a benefit. Join for college, but don't make that your sole reason, because if you decide college is not for you, or you just in general decide that you don't, that can't be a reason. That can't be a reason to sustain you. For me, I'm doing it for college, I'm doing it for my family, I'm doing it for my future career. So I actually like my MOS. I actually enjoy my MOS and what the components are. So I cannot wait to really get into my MOS and actually get to explore the different sections of it. So this is gonna benefit me for a future career. But if I didn't like my MOS and I only joined for college, it would just be a sucky, dumb reason. So don't do that. Join for multiple different reasons, not just for college. That's my number one tip. And no, I ain't here to give out tips right now. So that's where I'm stands. I got back, decided to drop out of college, basically. Let's not even sit here and sugarcoat this shit. I dropped out of college. So I'm not in college. I'm about to start a new job though, so I guess that's a positive thing that's happening. I'm about to start a new job, and this job is I'm gonna be working at Amazon. It's a part-time job, but it pays a good amount per hour, so it's gonna be good. I'm gonna get out the house instead of sitting in the house all day doing nothing. So I can't wait to go there, and it's fairly close to my house. It's like a walk. I'm gonna be walking there until I can get money for a car. I'm gonna be walking there. Well, another positive thing is after 4 times of trying, I got my driver's license. That was the biggest accomplishment I had this year, because I've been trying to get my license since 2017. It is now in 2020, so for 3 years I've been trying to pass that license, and I finally did. I finally had my license, and I can't be more grateful for that. So that is my second update, and third update, because college, job, driver's license. So I have been accomplishing some shit. I also got engaged. Long story that requires its own separate video. I will be getting into that very, 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 very soon. Very, very soon in a future video, because just a lot's going on in my relationship right now. My fiance is active duty. I'm National Guard. He's overseas. I'm in the States. It's a lot going on. So until I can work out all the details and really sit down and decide if this is something I want to share with the world, then I will. Because I don't want to share this with the world and then this shit don't work out. You feel me? Because who want to look like a fool in front of the internet? I know I don't. So when the time comes, I will let you guys know. But that is basically what's been going on since I got back. We went on a trip. Me and him went on a trip together. He got to go home before he went to Korea. That's where he's at, overseas. So he got to go home before he went to Korea, and I went with him, and we went to visit his family. I got to meet them for the first time, and he got to see some of his family and friends that he hasn't seen since he left. And it was a nice little trip. St. Louis, that's where he's from. St. Louis, Belleville, Illinois, those type of area. I want to go back. It's really nice, and his family is really nice. So we'll see when that happens, because they told me to come back even if he's overseas. So maybe I'll go back for Christmas even if he is overseas. We shall see. That is my second thing. That is just another update. So what is really going on with me? Well, what's really going on with me is I want to go active duty. I don't want to be in the National Guard. And there's no shit, no shag, no rag on the National Guard itself. It's just personally not for me and my lifestyle and what I have going on. I have a lot of personal issues that the National Guard can't handle. I have a lot of personal issues, a lot of mostly financial issues and stuff like that, that being a National Guard won't help. Even working at Amazon and being a National Guard, it will not help. Being active duty may help these issues because I'll be getting health care. Yes, you get health care in the National Guard. Let me not talk shit about them. But it's very different. And you got to pay for it out of pocket. It's not free. Number two, the money and all that. It's not just for I'm not doing it just for the money. I'm doing it for career advancement as well. But that is just, like, I thought, like, I have a lot of stuff going on. And being at National Guard is actually hindering me from achieving those goals that I have set for myself. I joined for college, but I also joined, like, rushed to join the National Guard was because of the fact that when I decided to join the military in general, I was fat, overweight, and no recruiter wanted to work with me. So the National Guard recruiters, at least the one I had, he was willing to work with me even up until I even quit on him and told him I didn't want to go the National Guard route, I wanted to go the reserve route. He even told me that he would help me, and he did. He did stick to his word, and it's low key. I really do believe that he did everything in his power to help me. I literally missed past tape by 1 point. I would have failed tape if it wasn't 1 point. Like, literally, I almost failed tape. It was just the craziest thing ever. So if you see my MEPS video, I go into detail about what happened when I went to MEPS and all that. But yeah, so the National Guard is not for me personally. I have financial goals, stability. I want to be more stable. I want to have career advancement. I want to travel the world. I want to meet new people. I want to be with my fiance. That is a reality too. I'm not gonna sit here and just say, oh, I want to go just because of my fiance, because no, that's not the truth. But I do want to go see him and when we get married, I want to be able to live together. And we can't do that if I'm in the National Guard and he's here. Well, we could, but I'll have to wait until he's done in Korea. And the way it's looking like with COVID-19 and all that shit, he realistically may never come back to the United States until he's done in Korea, which is fucked up. Like, I mean, like, he won't come and visit, won't come in for holidays, birthdays, none of that shit. He will literally most likely be over there until he graduate. Not graduate, but until he finishes time, which is fucked up. So that's why I'm trying to work as hard as I possibly can to get over there so I can be with him. And we'll see how all this works out in the end. But so those are my reasons why I'm going to active duty. Now, where am I at in the active duty, National Guard to active duty process? Is from my first line supervisor, my sergeant, basically, you just say my sergeant. I was told I had to wait until I reached my year mark. Now, the benefit of the National Guard and the reserves is your year mark is from the day you signed your contract, not from the day you start drilling with the unit. Because reserves, you drill with your unit before you go to basic training. National Guard, you go to RSP and all that before you go to your unit. So you basically are in before you go to your unit, which is very different from active duty. Because active duty, you don't go to your unit. You go to the Future Soldier program, but that's about it. But you don't go to your unit. You don't go to anything else other than Future Soldier program or the DEP program until you ship out to basic training. With the National Guard and the reserves, you go to your unit or RSP before you ship out. So you are already in that component into the day you ship out. That's why everything goes based on that date that you initial enlisted. So my initial enlisted is December 23rd, 2019. So my 1 year mark would be December 23rd, 2020. That's when I would get my PV3, E3, private first class rank, and that's when I'll be able to start the process for it. That's what I was told. But I'm in a contact with the recruiter, and I've read my contract like 10, 15, 13,000 times, and no one wants to give me the real deal. I've even told them I was in danger of being homeless, which is all true. in danger of being homeless, don't have a job, don't go back to school, can't afford to go back to school because National Guard's not paying. I've literally exhausted every option in order to go active duty. Like now, they're telling me I have to wait till December. But what am I supposed to do in the meantime? Shouldn't I still be in contact with this recruiter so when the time comes, I can just hit the recruiter up and be like, okay, we can start the process. Mind you, I got my drill schedule for the rest of this year and basically the rest of next year. So I won't be, what's the word? I can't think of the word. What's the word? Oh, I'm tired. But what's the word? The word is, I don't know. No one wants to give me the real answer, the real deal, what's really going to happen, how it's really going to happen. No one wants to tell me that. So until I get the real deal, the real answer, I can't really speak on what's going to happen. The recruiter is doing everything in his power to help me, but he's an active duty recruiter. So I have to think about it. He's active duty. He doesn't really know too much about the National Guard. He may know a little bit about the reserves, but the National Guard is his own separate component, its own separate entity. It has its own rules and its own things. So far, I've heard from the RSP that I had, which is the Recruit Sustainment Program. If you don't know, it's what you do before you go to your basic training in AIT if you're in the National Guard. So what I did is basically I was told I had to wait 6 months from the time I started drilling in order to start the process. But I was told to bring up the process when I first get there, so that way any paperwork needs to be signed, anything I need to get, anything I need to start, and I can start it as soon as I get there. So I was told that. I was told I had to wait 6 months, but I could still start the process now. That's what I was told by RSP. The second thing I was told by my unit was that I had to wait a year and then I can start the process. So I don't know. Is it 6 months? Is it a year? Can I start the process now? Can I start the process later? Like, there's really no solid answer. And that's the issue. Like, I'm not trying to say that it's your fault because I signed the contract for National Guard. I can only be mad at myself. But I'm not doing shit at this unit. Like, if I really when I get out the National Guard, because I'm going to get out, whether I gotta get injured, I'm fucking around. But realistically, I'm gonna get out. It's either gonna be active duty or I'm gonna switch states. But I'm gonna get out the Pennsylvania National Guard. And when I do, I'm gonna talk my shit and I'm gonna let y'all know how I feel about the National Guard as a whole. Because if I base it on this last drill, it was a bag of bullshit. But I've only been in for a month. I've only drilled with them for a month. So I can't really base it off that. I have to base it off my entire experience. So after about 3 to 4 months, when December come and it's time for me to submit my paperwork, because I'm gonna get in the benefit. I don't get until January because December, that's holiday time. But after everybody come back in January, I'm gonna get in my benefit of the doubt. And when I do, I'm going to spill all the beans after I submit my paperwork and it get approved. If it gets approved, if it doesn't get approved, I'm really going to go off. But if it does get approved, then I will talk my shit and tell y'all how I feel about the National Guard. Because from what I saw last week, it was a bag of bullshit, and I'm gonna just keep it a being. All the stereotypes are fucking true. Like, all the stereotypes. I'm not gonna go into details because you guys will know what you guys would. If you're in the military and you hear about National Guard soldiers, you know what I'm talking about. But we'll see. That is my update. I'm trying to go from National Guard to active duty. If you guys know any recruiters in the Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, I don't give a fuck how you're in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, or Delaware. That's this area that I'm in right now. Hit me up as a recruiter if you really want to help me and you really see potential in me. Like, I'm telling you, I need to know the real rules. No one wants to tell me the real rules. I'm hearing mixed opinions, mixed rules, mixed what's supposed to happen, what's not supposed to happen. But we're going to figure this shit out. And I'm going to go active duty, whether I go to Korea, whether I go overseas to be with my fiance or not. Like, I do want to be with him, and we're trying to work all that out. But if that doesn't happen, I'm going to be active duty somewhere, somehow. So let the journey begin. I will see you guys in my next video. I have nothing more to say about it. I've been ranting on about this whole situation because I just want to go active duty. I just want to get out. I made a mistake, one of the biggest mistakes, which was signing a contract with the National Guard. And that's not to rag on the National Guard. That's just me and my lifestyle and what my life is like now. I will be giving more details as time goes on, and and that's it. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Hard work, that's what they say. Hard work, I earn my pay.